knows the sport bringing you that heat and that fire. Damn, boy. I'm still in a state of shock. I can't freaking believe this, man. I can't freaking believe this, though. I can't freaking believe this. I'm in a state of shock, man. A huge state of shock. Can't believe that Deontay Wilder lost this fight. Man, wow. Whew. Chase the coin. Something didn't look right with Deontay. I'm gonna keep telling you, dog. Something did not look right with Deontay Wilder, man. I'm shocked. I have to tell y'all, man, straight up. Now I see why they said trilogy. I see now. Hey, I see why they say trilogy now. I didn't understand it, but I understand it now. Wilder won the first. Fury won the second. It is what it is, man. I'm shocked. I am shocked beyond shocked. That's right. Y'all handle all these damn trolls, man. We ain't got time for this nonsense. What's up, Chase the Coin? What's up, Augustus Hayne? What's up, D Brazy? Hey, we got a vent. What's up, Ron's Talk Show? What's up, LeBron is Gloat? What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Light him up the bomb. What's up, man? Fury won this fight. Y'all know me, man. See, this is what we talk about when we say true alphas, dog. I got to give credit where credit is due. That man won, dog. He won the damn fight. It is what it is. I feel sad, but, you know, I got to eat my crow, dog. Damn. I can't believe it, dog. I can't freaking believe Mr. Jackoff-itis syndrome won the damn fight, man. OMG. I'm feeling some type of way about that, dog. Deontay Wilder, man, I don't know what was up, man. I don't know what was up. That right hand wasn't snappy. I don't know if he just had too much weight. I just don't know. He was 231. I don't understand it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Why you all this extra weight going into the fight? Because when I saw that, that shocked me too. I'm like, why are you weighing 231 damn pounds? Usually you in your two teens or close to your 220s. Something wasn't right about that, man. Man, telling you right now, man. See, here go them trolls, man. I want y'all to clean these damn trolls out of here, man. If y'all ain't talking boxing, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Hey, I want y'all to clean these fools up, man. If they ain't gonna be talking right, clean these fools up. Because we here to talk boxing, man. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Fury won that fight. He hit that eardrum. And when he hit that eardrum, all that blood came out, man. We got to keep that same energy over here. We're not gonna do things differently. We're not gonna be like everybody else. We're gonna keep that same energy over here. So Gypsy King gets credit. He won the damn fight. There's nothing that I could say, dog. So I'm gonna have to eat that damn crow, dog. I'm gonna have to eat it because I was the one that said Deontay Wilder was gonna retire this man. But at the same time, I ain't gonna front to y'all, man. I gotta keep it real. I'm still giving Fury his credit, but something did not look right about that fight. I don't know about you guys, but something did not look right about that fight. Something did not look right about Deontay Wilder's demeanor. Something did not look right. And I don't want to hear all this, the Fury is the truth and all this. Nah, man, he won the fight. It is what it is. But I'm telling y'all, man, something about Deontay Wilder didn't look right. And I like the fact that Deontay Wilder was trying to go out on his shield, but I can understand why Jay Diaz and them did what they did, man. It is what it is. Ox, what's up, man? What's going on with you, bro?
What up, dude?
Man, I don't know what to make of this damn fight, dog. I have so many things going on in my head, so many things going on in my brain right now, dog. I just don't know what to make of this fight, but I'm going to tell you like this, man. First, I'm going to give Tyson Fury his credit because he hit that damn eardrum. But at the same time, man, there was two things in that fight that I did not like. The first thing that I didn't like was Deontay Wilder blew up, man. Like, and wait, 231. If it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? That was something that was shocking to me. Before the fight started, I'm like, why is he weighing 231 pounds? He knocked this dude out damn near between 215 and 220. So why the hell he need to be 231? So that messed me up. And then the other thing too that messed me up too was the fact that, man, you know, Tyson Fury was able to land a freaking body shot, dog. Where the hell did that come from? Where the hell did that come from, man? I got to give credit where credit's due, man. Tyson Fury won the fight. It is what it is. So I'm going to give him his credit, man. But what you got to take? What's your take on this whole fight, man? What is your take on this shit?
Man, look, dude. let me tell you my shit. I'm trying to get right, man. The better man won tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the better man won tonight. It's also protect yourself at all times.
That's true.
Needless to say, you know, like I said, I pay attention to a lot of things or whatever, and the weight is something that I paid attention to because, if you don't have the base, to carry, your weight, it's gonna be a problem. I would say like in my prime, most, elite shape, I think I was, like maybe like 210. Since the military, I've blown up. Since college football, I've blown up. However, I got the legs to hold the extra weight that I have. You know what I'm saying? And so at 250 plus, I can still dunk, and I'm not even 6 foot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all about the weight. It's all about the way you build and stuff like that. So if your body is not, Fury has the ability to go up in weight, up and down in weight, and he has a structure for it. You know what I'm saying? Like his waistline can swell up, but his feet can still move. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not his waistline is big or not, he has the shoulders for it. He has the legs for it, so he's built to kind of fluctuate in weight. But Wilder, unless you really build your body like that, at a certain amount of weight may be a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what them Hodge twins be saying, you might snap some shit up, and they just, I've seen guys kind of come up in weight and they hit a certain angle the wrong way and they spring a leak, so but that shot that I seen, man, that shit was behind the ear. And it's protect yourself at all times so that people can't get shots off like that on you. But that mug was right behind the ear. You know what I'm saying? And Fury knew what he was doing. And it was going to take some kind of rustling and bustling like that. It was going to take some kind of awkward position like that to hurt Wilder. And anybody could have done it. It's just, do you have the nerves of steel to stand in the trenches in this trench warfare, like how Fury said, and actually try to avoid that big right hand. And Fury not only stayed in them trenches, but Fury was able to jar Wilder and get him off balance and put him in an awkward position because Wilder is not scrappy. He's not in the pocket, toe to toe, kind of fighter. He's a slugger, you know what I'm saying? But even, Foreman and Lennox Lewis and a lot of these bigger, all-time greats, they were scrappy on the inside. And like I said, I've never been a proponent of one of these people that said that Wilder could have beat any of those past legends, because Tyson would have definitely bobbed and weaved all of that Fury and Wilder was throwing and smashed both of them, so it is what it is. But, like I said, I think Wilder got caught with a bad shot and it was over from there. And I also want to say this. I've been saying this, from day one. I understand it ain't about loyalty. If you're really loyal to somebody, you want the best. You want the best for them.
That's
like
right.
I said, I apply this to my son. I've been working with my son since he was born, out the womb on whatever we need to work on. But at a certain point, I can only take him so far. And I want my son to be, to shine. I don't want to dim his light in no kind of way. I don't want him to have no kind of insecurity that if you're not with me holding my hand, that, I can't be great. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want him to have that kind of mentality. So, work with whoever you need to work with to be the best. You know what I'm saying? That's what real love, real loyalty is about. And Wilder's corner been failing him his whole career. You know what I'm saying? It really, your corner really been failing you your whole career. And none of them people in that corner had no business in an elite corner. None of them people had no business up until a certain point having nothing to do with anything on the elite level. It's cool to take them people with you. Let them people sit in the front row, take care of them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'll pay their little bills off for the year because they rock with you. Maybe put them in the business somewhere or whatever so they got some kind of income. But you need to move them people out the way. You need to move people in that can really help take you to the next level. This is the top level. And they criticize Fury, you know, for changing trainers and stuff like that. But sometimes you need different energy to pull stuff out of you if you're not dealing with the kind of energy that's bringing the best out in you. You know, people look at Floyd or whatever the case is, but Floyd had some of the best people in his corner to bring the best out in him. And that's why he was able to keep that corner and keep that cut man for all those years, because they were the best.
Facts.
And they had experience. They came from some kind of lineage. These people in Wilder corner, man, I don't know who the hell these people are. He got these people up, you know, that old ass man didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He was afraid to tell Wilder, like, yo, nigga, tell him his fucking ear is fucked up. What's wrong with you? Put some ice on the man's face.
Facts.
What the fuck wrong with y'all? And they was even saying it in the announcement, man. They failed this dude, but they've been failing this dude, man. They've been overlooking flaws. You know what I'm saying? You got people carrying your belts. You got people staring folks down, fighting folks. You know what I'm saying? You got all these henchmen and shit like that. You got all these people walking around with you and shit. But this is just classic yes man kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? He said he had some stuff going on behind the scenes. I don't know what the baby mamas was doing. I don't know what the wife was doing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of motherfuckers that Wilder got around him. It's a wake-up call. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like several fights ago, this was gonna happen. It just was a matter of time until somebody could have the nerves to steal.
What was it behind the scenes that you felt was off with him? You know what I'm saying? Because you mentioned something about like he had a lot of distractions or whatnot. Because he did allude to that at the end of the fight.
I think you're gonna have a lot of distractions when, you know, how long has Wilder been a pro?
Man, he's been a pro shit over damn near about 15 years, man.
You've been a pro 15 years, but you haven't really been you haven't even really been, you know, someone of notoriety, you know what I'm saying, up until like maybe the last 5 years. Yeah. And you got 8 kids, bro. You came in the game fighting for that one daughter, and all of a sudden, overnight, last couple, you got 8 kids. That got to be some drama. You know what I'm saying? You married to.
I think he's about 12 or 13 years in, because he came. His debut was in November of 2008. My bad, though.
Right, and it's like, you know, I don't even want to sound like I'm pandering excuses. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what I'm doing is I'm giving a critique of what I've seen of one of my, you know, favorite fighters' career. And it's like, if you're a real fan of a fighter, you're going to talk him up, you're going to talk him down, and everything else in between. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to rock with a fighter, you know, whether they up or whether they down, and you're going to talk about their flaws and what they do well. We've already talked about what he does well, but we don't really shine a light on what fighters don't do well or what they don't do right on. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all I'm doing, but I'm not throwing out excuses. You know, but like how Lynn said in the comments, you know, laying up with that IG chick during camp, you know what I'm saying? First of all, bro, I'm telling you something. If you want to be elite, man, you can't be elite with no thought. You will not be elite with a thought. You will never be able to turn a thought into a queen. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, when you was broke and ashy and shit like that, these little thought-ass bras that you lust after, they really ain't shit. I don't understand these cats, man. You can get a RN. You can get yourself an engineer, an IT. You know what I'm saying? It's like black women lead demographics and educated women, period. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about black women. I'm just saying, just pick a woman of substance. It don't matter what race she is. I don't even want to get into that. Love is love, you know what I'm saying? But pick a woman of substance, not just a woman of superficialness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got a wife in your corner, you know, that's your anchor. You know what I'm saying? That's your anchor. Your wife is your anchor. And it's like, you know, if you're not focused and something's going on, you know, your wife is the one that's supposed to be able to balance that out. You know what I'm saying? Before anything. You know, if you are religious and this man is always beating on the, you know what I'm saying? Your wife is supposed to be, you know, your wife is actually supposed to come before your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That, your wife is supposed to be the one that's really the one behind you. And so, like I said, I'm not saying that she a bad wife, but I'm just wondering, the man get in the ring and say he has stuff going on behind the scenes. I gotta look at the wife, not the trainer, not your homeboys, not your manager, not your promoter. I gotta look at the wife, and I gotta wonder, what's going on? Why you blow up to 230? You ain't never fought at that weight. You ain't never fought at that weight. And it's like, that corner, my thing with that corner Ben needed to go. That corner, you don't love that man. If you've seen the kind of trouble that man been in with bums, that man been in trouble with bums. You don't love that man the way you think you do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to step aside and let somebody else train him because you're worried about a bag. You're worried about a bag.
Mm-hmm.
Let somebody else train. Get you some front row seat tickets. Let this man buy you a laundromat or a grocery store or something like that. So you got some kind of fluid income coming in. So you ain't got to worry about that fight check. Go to the workouts and shit like that. Get sweat on and spit on and shit like that. But move your ass out the damn corner and let some real trainers come in and help the dude.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, man, the trainer, the family dynamic, you got to tighten it up, man, or it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And now you got your bell rung. Now anybody know they can come in there and move you any kind of way they can move you and line your ass up. It's a lot to come back from. Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. Somebody said, it's a sad night for boxing. Yeah, it's a sad night. I'm mad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be goddamn Black History Month. And you came out there and got your motherfucking ass whipped after singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
Yeah.
You sit down and let none of that shit happen. I don't care what the fuck was going on at home. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
And, wasn't scrappy enough, man. He let this dude get the best of him. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as African Americans in the heavyweight division, right now, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
Man, this thing was serious, dog. This thing was serious because, look, man, first and foremost, these Brits, man, they took a lot of L's from American fighters. So it was about time they got one bullocks. I guess that Sweet Carolina worked at least one time for them. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They were going to get something, and they got it. But I'm going to tell you like this. The truth of the fact of the matter is this, man. Deontay Wilder lost the fight, so we just got to give him credit, man. We just got to give him credit. We got to give Tyson Fury credit. You know what I'm saying? We keep that same energy over here. It is what it is. And all of the guys that got wrenches, man, y'all gotta put y'all wrenches to work, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we got people in here that just, instead of them talking boxing, they just coming in here and just doing their bed bug stuff. We don't deal with that stuff over here. So you got a wrench, handle the business, man. I got a lot of y'all that got wrenches up in here. If they're not talking boxing, get their ass out of here. But anyways, back to what we was talking about. Deontay Wilder, he lost that fight. To me, to be honest with you, he just, I don't know how you see it, Ox. Something just didn't look right with him, man. It didn't look right. I'm not going to sit here and say Fury didn't do what he did. Fury handled his business. When he saw the openings, he saw the weaknesses, he won. It is what it is. He did what he was supposed to. But there was something about Wilder that just looked off, man, because Wilder's normally a fighter that gets off on those right hands. He gets off on them. I don't understand why he didn't get off on them damn right hands. I just didn't understand that. I don't understand why he sat there and looked choppy and why he sat there and just looked like, you know what I'm saying, he was just completely discombobulated. It was a lot going on there that just threw me off with him, man, in terms of his physicality. And then the weight, like you said, I mean, you weigh that much more. You got to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you can be able to distribute that extra weight proportionately. And he wasn't able to, man. But you know what? It makes me allude to this. And I got to say this, man. Bottom line is this. They said it was going to be a trilogy, right? So I'm just putting it out there. They said it was going to be a trilogy. They've been saying this. This is a trilogy. This is going to be a trilogy. So we got the trilogy fight. Wilder won the first one. Fury damn sure won the second one. So may the best man win the third fight, man. This is the best fight in the heavyweight division. It's been proven already. These are the two best heavyweights. They've given us action-packed. Whether Wilder lost, won, it is what it is. This was an exciting fight for fight fans. And I'm going to sit there and say this, man. I'm going to keep that same energy. I'm disappointed in Deontay Wilder. I didn't like what I saw from Deontay Wilder.
Oh, I'm disappointed, all right.
I'm a Deontay Wilder fan. But at the same time, Tyson Fury put on a show. He was supposed to. He went in there. He saw an opening. He took care of business. He threw those combinations. He hit him with that body shot. I mean, he did what he was supposed to. He hit him in the equilibrium.
That motherfucker came in there, man.
He came in there to fight. He held him when he was supposed to.
Came up in there.
And I got to give him credit with that holding strategy because he used his weight to hold him down, and that was taking a lot out of Deontay Wilder. I got to give him credit. The good things that I saw that Tyson Fury did, I'm going to give Tyson Fury credit here. See, and this is the difference between this platform and other platforms. People want to sit here and thumbs down, but what other platform is coming up straight up and eating crow and at the same time giving the other fighter credit? I mean, come on, man. Y'all got to sit here and say, hey, he knows his sport. When he gets his W's, he brags, he's cocky about it, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, when he get his L's, he steps up to the plate and he don't run from the pressure. Because like I told you, pressure is something that bursts his pipes with 97% of the people. I'm part of the 3%. Where me and pressure are best friends. So whether I win or lose, I'm going to be right there to handle the damn pressure. And I'm right here in front of, 179 of y'all handling that damn pressure. Fury was the better guy. He won the fight. Now we need to go ahead and have a trilogy. Yes, Ron's talk show. Don't even try that. We got to have a trilogy because the first fight, Deontay Wilder won that first fight. So there needs to be a damn trilogy because Deontay Wilder needs to redeem himself. Just like Fury had the opportunity to redeem himself in the second fight, Deontay Wilder has to have the opportunity to redeem himself in the third fight. And like Deontay Wilder said at the end of the fight, heavyweight champion, great heavyweight champions have lost and come back. Thank you. Thank you, my wrenches. Y'all got to handle this stuff. Y'all got to handle this stuff. You handle these fools because we ain't got time for this nonsense. They just want to come in here and protrude that BS. We ain't got time for that. And I got 170 y'all, 169 y'all, but I only got 44 thumbs up. What's up with that, man? Y'all got to hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that damn thumbs up. Just hit that damn thumbs up. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. See, they just want to come in, hit a thumbs down, and make a stupid ass comment.
I want to say this shit.
That's what they want to do, dog. Go ahead. I just want to say that real quick. We want to come in, make a stupid comment, and leave. We ain't got time for that. We talking about
they get theirs in, it was this dude on another platform. His vagina was getting wet because Fury got a win. It's a lot of male vaginas wet tonight. Because Fury got a win. It's a lot of people aroused. You know what I'm saying? Fury was licking behind Deontay Wilder's ear. That turned a lot of guys on, man. They started cheering. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of guys hyped up tonight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They finally, dethrone the, King Kong off the throne tonight. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, like I said, man, the sun rises and set. So Deontay Wilder had his run. His flaws was exposed, and we can debate upon if it was clean or not. But now I know how people felt when Floyd knocked out Ortiz. I can understand the frustration and things like that. That people that was following Ortiz up until his climatic end. So like I said, it's protect yourself at all times. You got to come in there on your A game because anything can happen. But like I said, I'm genuinely disappointed in Wilder, and it ain't even about excuses. I'm pointing out flaws. You know what I'm saying? And when you really down with somebody, you down with them when they right and when they wrong. And so I'm talking about his flaws and flaws that I'm always part of. And I always felt that Wilder, what would separate him from being great was his body work. His feet was never gonna just change overnight. But if he would go to the body more, it would kind of balance out some of his other flaws. Like, yeah, we know you got that right hand. We know you can drop bombs. But if you go to the body more, you won't really have to head hunt that much. You can probably take people out with body shots if you really start going to the body and clinching a little bit. And I've said that before, but We seen a little bit of body work tonight, but it just wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't pull it off. Something was off. It was like he was too heavy, and his base couldn't handle that extra weight. He was definitely gassed out. He got hit behind the ear. It looked like he got a part of his upper jaw, broken. Because in this area, whatever the case is, up by the ear was swollen. I don't know if his eardrum was busted, but I put gauges. And if your ear is already cut, you know what I'm saying, from where, putting holes in your ear, I think that was a reason why it was bleeding, but I'm not sure if it was bleeding from the inner, ear canal.
No, it wasn't inner.
So
it was from the inner, man. It was coming out. It was coming out from the inner, dog. It was coming out from the inner, all the way from the inside.
It was coming from the inside. Yeah, well, I don't know. They were still talking to him in the ear. I know you still can't hear somewhat when you do have a ruptured eardrum. But like I said, that shot came right on the ear. And, tip my hat to Fury. It was there, you know what I'm saying? But his head was down. He was trying to avoid the action. His head and face was turned away. And he landed that shot intentionally behind the ear. You know what that was going to do. And he was dirty beyond that. Leaning on Wilder, still hitting him behind the head. He was very dirty for that. But karma would catch up to Fury. Eventually, karma would catch up to him, and he'll get it back. Somebody would do, expose him. Some people say Wilder hit some people behind the head and stuff like that. But we say, hey, he dominated him tonight. We say, hey, he dominated Wilder. But when somebody gets the bet, when somebody bets Fury, I'm gonna come right back up on this motherfucker. And everybody that's cheering, if in favor of Fury, hey, when that sunrise go down, I'll be right back up on him. But there's no hard feelings. It just seemed off. But like I said, I think this happens at the top levels, man, when you don't got the right people around you. And like I said, man, I feel like his corner, really failed him. And I feel like they've been failing him for a very long time. And like I said, I don't know what's going on between him and Floyd and the Floyd Mayweather family and some of these other guys, but he needs to get in there with somebody that is a technician, and the Mayweathers, other than Gervonta Davis and this little kid Rolly, they don't really have anybody that's really popping off the TMT name. As a production company, they don't really have a packed lineup of big fighters. You know what I mean? And it's just like I don't really understand what the issue is with them not working with another African American. I don't know what another Olympian. I don't know what the hang up, what the hold up is. They entertain fighters from all over the world. I don't know what the politics or the background stuff is, but I feel like if Floyd Sr. was working with somebody like Wilder, we'd have a different stereo, you know. But not just Floyd Sr. Got some other very good trainers that can get it right. Errol trainer, Derek, Derek can get it right. So I don't know what Wilder gonna do, what I'm saying? But if motherfucker really love you and they loyal to you, they'll release you so you can make it to the next level. I think holding on to a person, man, holding them back, I believe that's very selfish. So, like I said, man, we'll see what's up.
Yeah, man, we gonna give Tyson Fury credit, you know what I'm saying? And like always, boxing controversy said, man, the Americans don't whoop the UK up they don't whoop the UK up so many times. It's good that the UK finally got a W, man. So credit to the UK for getting y'all W, you know what I'm saying? And just credit, man. At the end of the day, I look at it like this. There was a bunch of people that just came in just so that they could say what they got to say and bounce. My bottom line is this. We here to talk boxing, man. It's really simple. You know what I'm saying? Y'all love boxing. We give credit what credit's due. We gave it to Fury. We keep that same energy over here, and we said Fury won the fight. It is what it is. I don't have a problem eating crow. But, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm a man with confidence, purpose, and abundance mindset. So if I lose, I'm going to take my loss, just like I'm going to take my W's. You're not going to win every fucking time. And when I gloat about the W's at the same time, I got to man up and take the L's. I came up here, man up, and took the damn L, dog, because I made a pick. Y'all don't see this a lot. Most motherfuckers, they straddle the fence. Oh, I'm picking this person. Oh, I'm picking that person. Oh, it's the percentage. No, I pick somebody, and I'm going to stick with the position that I pick with. Wilder lost to the better man tonight. The better man was Tyson Fury. It is what it is. That's just the way we gotta look at it. But don't come over here and start doing this haterisms and trollism nonsense. Let's talk boxing. This is the problem. This chat right here, prove to me, and I'm not talking about the real ones that's in this chat. Prove to me that there's just a bunch of fight fans that this is why the sport is in the position that it's in. Instead of us talking about a great fight and saying, you know what, the better man won. Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury beat him to the punch. Tyson Fury did this. Tyson Fury did that. Look what we got going on. A bunch of drunk ass clowns coming in here, dropping their nonsense. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that we're dealing with fundamentally. And this is why I keep telling you, this is what's wrong with the sport of boxing. You can't sit here and just because you hate a guy and you don't want to see a guy win, you now want to spit on the guy. This is a fighter, man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
I agree with you.
Us sitting here talking about Deontay Wilder if he would have won. This is the drip part about it, Ox. If Wilder would have won, we would have sat here and still gave Fury some kind of credit for saying, damn, you know what? Fury stepped into the ring. We would have laughed at him, but we would have at least said Fury stepped into the ring and Fury was a warrior. He went against Wilder twice. We would have been completely different with our approach. These fools coming in here acting like Wilder quit. Wilder actually was on his shield. It was his team that threw the towel in. So you got to give Wilder credit, even though Wilder lost the fight. You got to give him credit for staying on his shield. You've been in the square circle, Ox. You know what that's like. Wilder was a warrior even until he lost. And something has to be said.
I'm going to tell you something. I've seen, so this is the thing. Like I said, like military cast, man, salute to anybody, military veterans, man, past, present, future. Salute to all veterans, you know what I mean? But, I don't know what's going on with this today's military, but when I was in, we had something called smokers. It was called a smoker. And a smoker is when, you will box and or wrestle or grapple, but it's mainly boxing. People from, different shops and different commands and different branches.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's separate from this amateur stuff that's done in the community with civilians. This is all military. So you're talking about not just athletes, but you're talking about special forces, all types of guys, you know what I'm saying? All types of guys from all different backgrounds. And I've seen, man, guys on way higher level than me, special ops guys take a knee from getting hit behind the ear.
Yep.
Being hit behind the ear. You hit somebody behind the ear, you know what that's going to do to them. You know what I'm saying? And typically to hit somebody behind the ear, you got to be in a position to do that. When you're fighting somebody, you're fighting head up. Say like when you talk about loyalty, you talk about being true. Even though Floyd is one of my favorite fighters, I never liked that defensive strategy of him bending down so low to avoid punches. Now, the rebuttal to that is, well, where else would I go? But my thing was, if you lose a step or you start getting slow on your feet, you're going to get hit behind your head. In case in point with Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones, people were able to start hitting them, getting shots off on the side of the head and behind the ear, from them stooping down to avoid them looping shots.
Mm-hmm.
But luckily enough for Floyd never drank, smoked, and he just has a natural, quicker twitch. Like, Bernard Hopkins didn't drink or smoke throughout his career, but he's also flat-footed, like slew-footed. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of got like that slew, like he's kind of knee-knocked a little bit. Like he was supposed to be a big fat person, but ended up being kind of skinny. Like, so he had like the weird, slow-ass big people feet, Bernard Hopkins. And so when he got older, you could tell he lost a step. And, with Roy Jones was very explosive, but he was also stiff. Like he was explosive, but he was stiff. Floyd and Zab were a lot more explosive and agile and really truly had like good balance. Like I've always admired Zab Judah and Floyd's agility, period. They're just really good, at moving around. But Wilder ain't got none of that, man. And I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Even though I'm not a Fury fan, he gonna do the same thing to Joshua. If Joshua wanted. If Joshua, but this is like a mild buffalo sauce, you know what I'm saying, for Joshua. Like, he much rather, fight Fury because it's going to be a boxing match rather than even fathom the idea of getting his head ripped off, by Wilder. But now that Wilder been exposed, if Fury if Joshua come out there more busy and more physical than Wilder, he'll fuck around and embarrass Wilder. Now maybe he might want to fight Wilder now. He may take the fight immediately now because it's a big money fight. They both are trying to work their way back into the ring against Fury and chase the bag. So now you're gonna see people trying to really expose Wilder, man. So, but Fury, he has that option. He's gonna use his head. He's gonna headbutt you. He's gonna, dig his head into your eye and stuff like that. He's gonna do every little dirty thing he can to get an advantage. And he's very awkward and sneaky, and he does enough to where it's right above the point of him deducting a point. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna do everything. He's a different animal. So I'm reluctant to say that he's the best pound for pound. Because it ain't all said and done yet. But he's sneaky enough to pull off an upset against Joshua.
You know that. Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Hello to Jordy Kiev. He said, lads, Wilder versus Whyte, Fury versus AJ, predictions for NZ. What's your take on that one, dog?
What's that?
Jordy Kev said, lads, Wilder versus Whyte, Fury versus AJ, predictions from NZ. What's your predictions on those?
See, they're ESPN right now. They over there. They still working on Wilder. He ain't even left the damn arena yet.
Yeah,
but anyway,
they said his eardrum was ruptured.
Wow. So, this is the thing. Dillian Whyte got them weird ass Bambi ass legs too. He got them weird ass river dancing ass legs, But he is busy. He is busy. He is scrappy. He does apply some pressure and bring some volume. It's just I don't know what Wilder is going to show up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just my thing is I've never really felt comfortable, betting a fight on Wilder, with just that one trick pony. And it's blood in the water now. So that changes things. You know what I'm saying? It's blood in the water now. So now people are like, okay, if I come in at a certain weight, I can be physical with Wilder. If I come in a certain weight, maybe his punches won't sting as much. In the trenches, he's not really dangerous like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were afraid to be in the trenches with Tyson and Evander Holyfield, and Joe Frazier. They were afraid to be in the trenches. And so they would try to create space, and all the while the dudes, them guys were lunging in like tigers, man, just swiping and just trying to destroy everything in that path. Roberto Duran, they would just come in and just be chewing up, mauling the fighter up. But Wilder, man, he ain't got that, man. So, Dillian Whyte, man, he may pull off a lucky one. You know what I'm saying? Like, lucky one, but he ain't got much of a chin. He ain't gonna take none of the right hands like how Fury did. So I don't really know how to call that one, man. I just kind of feel like this whole thing with his eardrum, I think that's as bad or if not a more worse injury than having your hand broken. Facts. Because your equilibrium is off. What happens again after you get hit like that again? That's up there with having that orbital bone broken. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that can be opened up again on somebody. So we got to see, man. We got to see. I can't even call that right now.
It's facts. It's facts, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate the wrenches, man. Y'all handling it because we just got people coming in here just dropping nonsense, man, instead of just focusing on the fight itself. Wilder got some issues. He needs to get it situated. But let's pump the brakes on this. Oh, he needs to change his team and all that. That's what people do when they say someone loses a fight, man. We gotta stop that nonsense, man. Stop that narrative of saying that somebody needs to change their team all because, you know what I'm saying, the guy lost the fight. Everybody's running with this stuff. It's just like saying the word exposed. That word is so overly used in boxing. Why does he need to change his team? I mean, come on. Why are we sitting here and getting on JD? So everybody was giving JD's credit. They were giving Mark Breland credit. They were giving the team credit when Wilder was winning every fight. Now all of a sudden Wilder loses a fight and they need to change the team. Come on, man. That's nonsense right there. Let's not even talk that nonsense. Let's not even talk it, man. Let me remove this cat completely. Let me do this. Let's see. Hide user from the channel. All right. Your ass is completely hidden now. Now, here's the thing that I gotta say, man. When it's all said and done, Deontay Wilder got exposed in terms of his lack of boxing ability in the fight because he didn't use his jab. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go to it. And in moments when he had it, he kind of just went away from it and it messed him up. It is what it is, man. Tyson Fury was able to expose that, and Tyson Fury was able to put himself in position to where he did something that helped him to win the damn fight. So it is what it is, man. But the way that I look at it is like this. Damn, boy, these trolls got burner accounts, dog. Damn. What the hell? This thing's funny to me, boy. I know they were looking to come up in this motherfucker, boy. But anyways, Wilder just needs to go back to the drawing board, and he just needs to work on his boxing skills and sharpen some things up, man. That's really what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? You lose the fight. Great champions have lost and come back and have won. We've seen this in the heavyweight division. So let's not sit here and act like it's just all the way over. There you go, Jay Cooley. Handle all of them, dog. Remove every last one of them. These motherfuckers got burner accounts left and right. You know what I'm saying? You know, they love to hate HeKnowsHisSport, dog. So they just here for that reason. It is what it is. A bomb squad is temporarily on what I would say mute status right now. Now we can't take a bomb and go throw it out. It is what it is, man. Fury won, and we got to give credit to his new trainer. I'm going to give credit to that. His new trainer, you know what I'm saying, is what? The nephew of Emmanuel Stewart. So got to give credit, man. I mean, he prepped him. He prepped him a certain way. He was trained differently. You know what I'm saying? And he did something that most fighters didn't understand in terms of adjustment for Wilder. He basically smothered Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Made sure that Wilder didn't get that right hand off. So that's what happened. And you got to give credit where credit's due. In doing that smothering, Wilder wasn't able to throw his right hand. Because I sat here and watched the fight, and I was like, okay, I could admit that Fury was doing some things in the fight that was good, and you just got to give credit where credit is due. And then at the same time, Tyson Fury was setting things up. He was throwing combinations, and he didn't do herky-jerky. He switched his style. I think Deontay Wilder was expecting a herky-jerky movement from him, and Deontay Wilder didn't get that. So you got to give Tyson Fury credit for having a completely different style that he brought to the table that Wilder and his staff of trainer and team didn't expect. So credit is given where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we do here, man. That's what we do here. We keep that same energy. We win, lose, or draw. We keep that same energy here. You know what I'm saying? And we try to give credit where credit is due. Tyson Fury won. The better man won tonight. Just like Deontay Wilder said, and I'm going to follow suit. When it's a fighter that I root, if the fighter out of his own mouth is not making any excuses, why should I make any excuses? Deontay Wilder lost the fight to the better man. So now he needs to go back to the drawing board. And like you said, Ox, he's going to have to look at his team. He's going to have to look at, and when I say team, I'm talking about people that's around him, not JD, not Mark Breland, not these people, because these people are just focusing on boxing. We're talking about all of this other stuff that he got going on, because he alluded to that. When you see a fighter alludes to distractions and you see a fighter alludes to certain things, that's because those things were issues that were really bothering them, because we've never seen Deontay Wilder talk in that vernacular. Floyd did that same thing, if you recall, after the Miguel Cotto fight. Remember when Miguel Cotto, in that fight, Miguel Cotto was touching him up left and right? And in that fight, he talked about the end of the fight. He had a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff that was going on, et cetera, et cetera. But he alluded to that. He told the truth on that. That's not excuses that we're making here. We're just saying here that a lot of times these fighters have a lot of stuff going on in the background that we're not aware of. Tyson Fury was able to focus. He was able to lock in. He had a new team. He did what he was supposed to, and he handled his business. So he gets credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give Tyson Fury all the credit in the world. He won the fight. I'm not going to take that away from him. If you guys are noticing here, I'm not saying Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying, won a paid to lose, fixes, and y'all ain't hearing none of that coming out of my mouth because I know what I saw. I saw Deontay Wilder had freaking ruptured eardrum. I saw Deontay Wilder was, you know what I'm saying, his legs was kind of taken off. Tyson Fury held him when he was supposed to. He put all that 273-pound weight on him, but that's 273 pounds on the weight scale. He probably was close to 300. He put all that 300 pounds on him. He did what he was supposed to, man. So you got to give credit where credit is due. He won the fight. He was the better man. He was the faster guy to the punch. He threw his combinations. I'm not going to sit here and make no excuses for Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder's not making no excuses for himself. So the better man won tonight. That's Tyson Fury. Y'all got y'all victory, UK. It's 1 out of a million. Be happy because you ain't gonna see this one for another 1 million. Because trust and believe, all these American fighters that was bullshitting. I'm gonna say this right now, Ox. All the ones that were supposedly bullshitting right now, I'm pretty sure they all tightening their shield right now because of this Deontay Wilder loss. They're like, hell nah, we ain't gonna let this shit happen. It ain't gonna happen on our watch. We ain't gonna sit here and listen to this sweet Caroline. Hey, hey, hey. We ain't gonna be listening to this fuck shit over and over and over again. We gonna tighten up our shield. So I'm just putting that out there. This was a wake-up call, and it needed to happen.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like I said, it's you got to give credit where credit is due, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's nothing wrong with losing. You know what I mean? If you gave it your all.
Mm-hmm.
If you did the best that you can do, but if you want to take stuff to a new level, you can't take everybody with you. You know what I mean? And that's just a reality, man. It's just about growth. You got to release people. You got to let them go. You know what I mean? And like I said, you look at your relationships in life, you know what I'm saying? You may give somebody some advice that puts them on the level and you and them may lose contact. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing personal. It's just y'all on different levels now doing, different things, but they wouldn't have made it to where, they are if it wasn't for the role that you played, and you're going to get good karma on the back end for playing a role in that. But you have to be selfless enough to move out of the way and allow that to happen. And like, I kind of feel this way about Danny Garcia too. If Danny Garcia, really got in there with somebody that was really mobile, they can hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can get hurt. And when you've been fighting for, more than 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, stuff like that, anything can happen. Anything can happen at any given time. Ain't nobody in there bulletproof. The person ain't even got to be elite to hurt you. The human body wasn't made to be doing all this no way. We're just in, different people are in better condition to take certain things, but we all, can fall, and so even with Danny, I don't think that Angel does all of his training, but I do know that he does play a role in it. But I know they probably move people, in and out, but I understand like his whole mindset and mentality is mainly geared, from his father. But I think what it is for them is they have a passionate dynamic. And I believe that Danny Garcia is a passionate fighter, and he really just fight from the heart, like just like how Wilder does, but I feel like maybe if he didn't have somebody that can motivate him in a passionate, emotional kind of way, maybe you wouldn't even get out of Danny Garcia what you've gotten out of him. And I think that's why certain people don't change people, in their corner. But what I seen, tonight is just, they didn't know what they were doing. And they've never really have like giving Wilder good advice. And I've always been, it ain't just coming out tonight. You know, I've sat back and I've been watching Wilder lose rounds for years. And that's why I've never, you know, put Wilder in the GOAT talk, because yeah, you've knocked a lot of people out, you know what I'm saying? But you've lost hella rounds all the way up until that point. Mm-hmm. The thing about Floyd is, you know, have all of Floyd's fights been, you know, entertaining fights? I mean, they have for me, because I like the science of boxing.
Exactly.
They may not be as dazzling as somebody like Roy Jones or somebody, you know, every highlight reel ain't gonna be the same, but this man lost less rounds than anybody else in the sport of boxing. Mm-hmm. He beat more world champions than anybody in the state in boxing. You know, so certain people deserve to be in that conversation when you're talking about the top 5, top 10. It ain't just about knockouts. It's about the hardware that you collected. It's about the people that you beat. You know, it's about the way that you beat people. It ain't just about the knockout. You know, how many rounds have you won and lost, you know, coming up? Like, that's, to me, that's really what it's about. You know, those people that I put in my top 5 and top 10, they were dominant, not just in knockouts, but also in boxing prowess as well, with punch stats. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about GOAT punch stats. You know what I'm saying? So it comes from different angles, and it's like, you know, there's a lot of holes in this game, and you know, it got tonight, you know, the things that could have been sharpened up by somebody with a better arsenal of knowledge. Mm-hmm. They could have helped Wilder in a bigger way tonight on this platform. Yeah. You know, and we that's what we've seen. You know what I'm saying? The old man, the dark skinned brother with the like grayish hair. You know what I'm saying? He was acting like he acts like he afraid to hold the mitts. Yeah. Well, he said all the time in the pre-fight shit, like, I was holding the mitts for Wilder, and he snapped my shoulder out. Man, if you don't get this old ass man out your corner, man, come on, dude. If you don't get this old ass man out your corner, then you got the old white dude. You know, you beating his body up with the body pad shit. This dude coughing and spitting up and pissing blood. Mm-hmm. Man, if you don't get some real people in your corner, man, that can really help you train. Mm-hmm. Man, come on, dude. And you sitting up there, you eating soul food, man. You ain't got to worry about your weight. When you a heavyweight, yeah, the fuck you do, dog.
Exactly.
What are you talking about, dog? You eating candy yams and fried chicken? Yeah, that's all good. And your friends just sitting up there with your ass. Yeah, it's good. Man, Come on, man. For a fight, man, come on, bro. Come on, dude. It's too much on the line, bro. Mm-hmm. And you trying to appease all these different people. This is somebody auntie. This is somebody, you know, somebody from the church. This is one of your auntie friends. This is one of your friends, mama, cousin, some. You know, you want to help everybody and help everybody. I understand that. You need an elite chef, motherfucker. If you come in 230, you need to come in Universal Soldier 230, motherfucker, not 50 Cent 230. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
That's true.
Like, come on, man.
That's true.
Come on, dude. This is another level, man. This is another level.
That's true.
You know,
man. And that's true.
It is what it is.
Oh, you hit it on the thumb. So, Jordy Kev, man, appreciate you, man. Constantly hitting me with that super chat, dog. That's what I'm saying. Everybody else, man, donate to the platform, man. Hit that super chat button, and we're gonna get your questions read. Jordy Kev said, top 5 heavyweights in order, lads. And then the other question he asked was this one. He said, top 5 current overall. So, top 5 current, not overall. So, what's your take, Ox? Who's the top 5 current, not overall, right now after the Deontay Wilder loss? Can't hear you, Ox.
Oh, let me get back to you on that was a little bit too. Hey, let me marinate on that for a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna
especially for the current.
All right, I'm gonna let you marinate on that one.
Yeah.
The way that I look at it, Wilder losing, you know what I'm saying? Now he got to get back to the drawing board. I still got Wilder in the top 5, but now I got Wilder positioned at number 3. I'm gonna put Tyson Fury number 1, AJ because he won and he got the get back from Ruiz. I got to put him number 2. But I got Deontay Wilder number 3. My number 4, that's going to be a very tough one. But I'm going to go out a stretch and say Daniel Dubois, because Daniel Dubois been on the tear. He's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He's been beating people up, and he's been calling out these guys. And then the number 5, that's a toss-up. That's up in the air right there. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people could run with Usyk. I'm not sold on him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they try to put him there, but I'm not sold on him. I would probably put somebody else, maybe possibly a Dillian Whyte, because even though Dillian Whyte has been out of shape and overweight, he's been on a little win streak. So maybe I'll put him at number 5. So that would be my top 5 right now in terms of heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? Because he asked the question, so I'm going to give an answer. So it is what it is. I'll let you marinate on that, man. But, man, I'm going to tell y'all right now, got to give Fury credit. I got to do what I got to do. See, Hurricane Carter, he said Fury 2, Wilder 3. Okay, I can understand. He said Fury 1, 2, Wilder, and, 3 Ortiz. Okay, I can see that as well, too. But, you got to give credit where credit is due, man. He said, okay, I got you, Ox. I got you. Yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's tough. What I'm seeing right now with this fight today, shit, man. But this is what boxing is all about, man. Boxing is all about, you know what I'm saying, these types of shockers, man. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, these types of things, these types of fights happen in the way that they do, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to give credit where credit is due. Tyson Fury won the fight. We're not going to cower. We're not going to sit here and act like Tyson Fury didn't do what he was supposed to. He won the fight, man. There's nothing else I could say to that, you know what I'm saying? And if I try to sit here and be fake and say, well, here's the excuse for Deontay Wilder, then I wouldn't be right, man. And I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's right to do that. I just got to give credit where credit's due, man. This ain't no pay to lose fight. This wasn't no fixes in. Both fighters trained hard. Both fighters did what they were supposed to. Both fighters came in locked and loaded. Both fighters came in, you know what I'm saying, slugging it out. Both fighters came in trying to throw their punches. It was just an unforeseen event. Shout outs to LIG. Exactly, sis. It was just unseen.
That wasn't no paid to lose, man.
No, it wasn't.
That was hey man, it's Black History. That was borderline a hate crime. The way the way my boy got whooped down tonight.
Yeah, man.
That shit was making me mad. You know what I'm saying? That shit remind me of some kind of brutality or something. Mm-hmm. I was in this mug screaming, dog, like, man, come on, Wilder. But it's like I said, man, Wilder is he's not scrappy. He can't crack off, Tyson, man, when he got in the trenches with them dudes, they'd be hitting him in the back of the head. They'll be, grinding their head on him and stuff like that. He would grind his head back. Mm-hmm. And Tyson would explode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hook to the body, get the fuck up off me. Tyson will get you up off of him, dog. Mm-hmm. Tyson will get you up off of him. And if you think that you was going to sit up there and pop shot him, Tyson will rush in like a bull and bang your motherfucking ass. So, it was, and he had a hell of a chin too. You know what I'm saying? He took good shots. He had a hell of a chin. You know what I'm saying? But his personal life, interfered with his ability to keep going and keep going and keep going. And his corner also failed him too. Mm-hmm. So, man, like I said, I don't think the whole man career is over, but I can't say what's going to happen for Wilder. And I can't really rank. I can rank him. Okay, you lost this fight, so technically you're in the top. You're in the top 3. But I think how he comes back is going to allow me to be able to rank him better. Mm-hmm. How he comes back. I can't rank him after he lost. I don't even think I'm gonna pull you out of the lineup. I understand everything that you've done, but I don't know if you're gonna climb from here, or if this is going to be really it for you. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, all it takes is like one loss for these guys to be out of it. You know what I'm saying? This is already done fought 40-something fights. Mm-hmm. He already done fought 40-something fights, and this is doing something to him. You believe so much in the Bible I don't knock nobody that believe in the Bible, nobody that's religious, but at the same time, you got to know who you are aside from what's in that book. You understand what I'm saying? And you talking like a prophet, and you trying to get spiritual, religious, you a activist and all this shit like that. You talking this prophecy shit. You didn't prophesy you can get your ass whooped tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't prophesy getting your ass roughed up and whooped and banged on tonight. That wasn't in your prophecy tonight. All them spiritual people, they praying, all this praying and all that kumbaya. All that praying and kumbaya to stop you from getting your ass whooped tonight. And Wilder did say something in an interview that did catch my attention. He said, you know, Fury got something, he has something different. He has something different in regards to just having that ism. I call it, where I'm from, we call it ism. But it was what he was referring to is that unspoken, intangible energy that Fury has, that he carries from that gypsy culture, but he got something just different. He got something different. You know what I mean? And you should have expected this dude to come in and do something different to you, bro, because he couldn't take it from you doing traditional boxing. You know, he was about to outpoint you. And fighting you straight up, he wasn't going to come in there and do that again. You know, he wasn't going to come in there and try to box you traditionally like a boxer. That ain't work. He came in there to scrap. He came in there to hurt you. And that's what he did. That's what he did. You know, but like I said, poor preparation, you know, being cocky, being arrogant, you know, being too comfortable. You know, Floyd knew he was small. He knew he didn't have the most power. And I think that's why he worked his ass off to really, you know, make sure he was good enough in a lot of other ways so that he wouldn't lose. Yeah. You know, you gotta turn over every stone, man, when you're trying to be the best. You can't just go off of one or two things, bro, if you really are planning on being at the top. But as far as talking about some pay to lose, ain't no damn pay to lose, man. This man got whooped, dog. This man got whooped, man. Period.
Exactly. That's facts. He got whooped. You know what I'm saying? He lost the fight. It is what it is. You know, but we keep it 100 here, man. You know what I'm saying? And we keep that same energy over here. And what we do is we call a spade here. Deontay Wilder lost the fight straight up, fair and square. I'm not even going to make no excuses. Just like Tyson Fury lost the first fight fair and square, Deontay Wilder lost the second fight fair and square. So now they need to have a trilogy, man. I don't want to see Deontay Wilder taking no tune-up. I don't want to see none of that. What I want to see is Deontay Wilder fighting Tyson Fury for a trilogy. Bob Arum said there was going to be a trilogy fight. That's what we need to see next. I don't want to see no tune-ups from either one of these damn fighters. All I want to see is a freaking trilogy. That's what I want to see, man. Because I feel like the same way that Tyson Fury was afforded the second fight because he lost the first fight, Deontay Wilder is afforded the third fight because he lost the second fight. And now we need to figure out in the third fight who's unquestionably the best fighter between these guys. That's how I feel. Devin Miller said, I don't care that Wilder lost. It's how he lost. The stigma is gone. It's gone hard to recover. It's going to be hard to recover from this one, folks. Damn. No, it's not, bro. It ain't going to be hard. I know it's shocking. You know what I'm saying? Worse things have happened in boxing, man, to be honest with you. Worse things have happened. Deontay Wilder, the fight that he fought against Tyson Fury was the wrong game plan, and that's why he lost the fight. He was going in there trying to counter a herky-jerky fighter, and Tyson Fury just switched up the whole game plan on him. He did holding that he never did before, and Tyson Fury wasn't herky-jerkying. So I think that threw Deontay Wilder off completely because he was expecting a certain kind of fight. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hard to recover from this one because y'all still got to hold out hope, man. See, and that's the thing. When Tyson Fury lost, his fans still had his back even after he lost. So Wilder fans still need to have Wilder's back even after he lost, because this is what happens in the heavyweight division. We forget this stuff. We talk about this stuff all the time. We say that one punch can change the outcome of a fight. Tyson Fury was tagging him up with shots that changed the outcome of the fight. And we can't be cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth tellers if we're not telling the truth here. I know what I saw. My eyes didn't fool me. The true boxing eye test in my eyes told me that Tyson Fury was landing some shots that was stunning Deontay Wilder. And it wasn't just stunning him. It was actually making his legs wobble. So I hear you, Devin Miller. I hear what you're saying. But let's have a trilogy and let's see. Because Deontay Wilder has an opportunity to come back. He has an opportunity to redeem himself. And if he does redeem himself, then what? Is it going to be a hard one to recover at that point? No. We're going to be sitting at that point, getting behind Deontay Wilder saying, until this day again. So the bottom line is he lost the fight. The better man won in Tyson Fury. We're going to give Fury his credit, his just due. But I'm going to tell you like this, Devin Miller, and this is something that you could be happy about. You know how many UK fighters we've whooped up? It's about time they get one, dog. Like always, boxing controversy said, they are gonna get one in a million. You can't just sit there and get all of the million. We've sat here and $909. We've sat here and $999,999, but they got to get $1 too. They gonna get $1 out of a million, so they got their dollar. You best believe all of these American fighters done woke the hell up and said, hell nah. We ain't never gonna let no stuff like this happen again. We're not gonna sit here and listen to this damn sweet Carolina nonsense. We ain't gonna let that happen. So we're gonna redeem ourselves. And now what you're gonna see is actually this was a good thing that happened, because you're gonna see a lot of US fighters are gonna regalvanize themselves, rededicate themselves to their craft. And you know what's gonna end up happening? You're gonna see them fighting harder. You're gonna see them fighting to make sure that something like this doesn't happen. So when a Deontay Wilder falls, one of the cash cows, it hurts. But sometimes you need that rude awakening so that all the other cash cows, a la Errol the True Spence, Gervonta Tank Davis, could go in there and say, okay, we're going to have to take care of business and make sure that this don't happen to us. So that's the way that I look at it, man. There's always a positive or a silver lining in a negative. This is what I want you to understand, Devin Miller. I know it's hard. Deontay Wilder's our guy. He lost. We're going to have to take this one. But guess what? When it's all said and done, the UK always loses out when it's all said and done. They got their little win right now. It is what it is, but they're going to lose. Faith Muscle said, I feel Wilder was winning the first 2 rounds with his body. Hold on. Let me get back to what he was saying right there. I feel Wilder was winning the first 2 rounds with his body shots until the third that busted his ear and he lost his equilibrium. I could agree with that. Wilder was doing his thing, man. The bottom line was that Deontay Wilder just basically didn't stick to the script. He didn't stick to the script. Let me hide this user. LIG, that's what's up, man. I didn't hit the user now. So his ass is hidden. I probably think I know who it is, running a damn burner account. Probably that fake ass Robin that I did away with. Running a burner account. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. When you divorce Robins, dog, and you divorce betas, they want to lurk. It is what it is, dog. They want to lurk, dog. That's what that was. I don't peep game, dog. Because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the comments and the way that the conversation is happening. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this person, you know, and I'm like, okay, the way the comment is going, yeah, it's a deterred Robin that wants to come back. But anyways, man, bottom line is this, man. You know, Tyson Fury won. The better man won the fight. We just got to eat our crow. We got to take it. You know what I'm saying? Give Tyson Fury his day. It ain't going to last, though. That's what I want y'all to understand. These things don't last. Jay Cooley said, I'm not going to lie. If I was Wilder, I would. Come on, Jay Cooley. Don't do that, man. Don't be on that, dog. You my boy, but don't be on that, dog. Don't be on that. You know what I'm saying? See, and that's the thing with us as black folks. It's always like the end of the world when our people lose. You can't think like that, man, because we have to understand there's only one Floyd Mayweather, dog. There's only one Floyd, man. Y'all, this is what I was trying to tell you earlier. Floyd is rarefied in his own space. There's only one Floyd. Fighters are gonna lose. We have to accept this. It's okay for a fighter to lose. The question is, when they lose, how do they bounce back? Look at Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo lost. I want to remind y'all something, man. Jermell Charlo lost, and look at how he bounced back. Come on,
but
y'all.
he didn't get it. But he didn't get his damn upper jaw broke and his damn eardrum busted though.
That's true. That's true. But we talking heavyweight, dog. Remember, we done said this, Ox. One punch changed everything in that damn division. These are the big boys.
Right. I'm not saying that he should retire, but I will say this. If I had to say you should retire or stay with your same corner, I would say retire. Because guess who else would have done that to Wilder tonight if they came in there healthy? The boys, Kalnacki, Ojagba, maybe even motherfucking Joshua, maybe even motherfucking Big Baby Miller. With the kind of punch volume that Big Baby Miller don't mind coming up on you. Big Baby Miller gonna throw more punches than Fury. He may not have power as Fury, but he gonna come in there. He gonna throw hands. He gonna let his hands go. You know, who else? Your boy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? If he had came in there, you know, healthy the way he did Joshua, you know what I'm saying? Joshua got even more of a stronger base, a stronger, you know, leg foundation than Wilder. And you know, he hit Joshua behind the ear with some shit. Caught him upside that, you know, caught him across the top of his head and hit him on top of the, you know, on the ear, above the ear, a little bit behind the ear. And even with those big tree trunk bodybuilder legs that he got, he was still, you know, wobbling, man. So it's some guys out there that can really put Wilder in the meat blender. Now that they understand, they have visually been able to see what it takes to get him off his axis. You know what I mean? And Wilder is not a rapid puncher. You know, you would think a skinny guy like that, you know, you'd be kind of scared of them little skinny dudes that be cut up like that, because typically those be the guys that can throw off three right hooks and a jab, you know, within a blink of an eye. Them the guys that, you know, you got to really, you know, step in on. But he not that dude, man. He's kind of like he pulled back that bow and arrow and he let it go. And while you can see him trying to draw that arrow, you know, basically, you know, you can see him telegraph. They call it telegraphing his punches. You know what I'm saying? But some people say drawing the arrow. You can see him getting ready to draw his arrow. And if you got more scrappiness than him, you can get off on him before he even draws that arrow. You know, so you know, I don't know. Like I said, I ain't saying he should retire, but he need to get another corner for sure.
Yeah, see, I understand where you're coming from that standpoint in terms of the corner or whatnot. But I just look at it like this, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I don't know what it is with me, but my big thing is, you know, even with that, you know what I'm saying? Like that corner wasn't questioned about it being needing to be a new corner when Wilder was winning those fights, right?
That ain't true. That ain't true, bro. That ain't true.
Okay.
That ain't true because it's been
and I'm glad.
I'm
I'm sure you're gonna counter me. I'm glad you said that. I'm sure you're gonna counter. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, universally, nobody was like really saying, "Oh, the corner need to be changed." I mean, even if those conversations were happening, people weren't saying it when Wilder before tonight, before Wilder got beat up by Tyson Fury. People wasn't sitting here saying, "Hey man, what's up with J. Diaz? Hey man, what's up with Mark Breland?" Now, all of a sudden, after the fight, that conversation is everywhere. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If you heard it, Ox, I believe you. I'm sure you probably heard it in other circles. But I haven't heard it in any of these chats, any of these lives. Okay. I haven't heard that conversation, bro.
Let me keep you honest, brother. Let me keep you honest. You entitled to your own interpretation, and you're responsible for your own observation. However, you have to acknowledge anyone who has ever criticized Wilder's technique, anyone who has ever criticized Wilder's mechanics, that denotes to the corner. People have been that's their biggest criticism of him. is his technical ability. So that's a direct, a direct, criticism aimed at his corner. And people have been talking about his lack of ability as far as skills and stuff like that, and what he needs, and if he had this, he would be this. If he had, so people have been ridiculing his corner all along, but it's really all about how you look at it. Because yes, has he gotten his praise? But people have never fully. He's had an asterisk. Now he got an L, but he's had an asterisk next to his career his whole time because of his technique. And so from a logical standpoint, if we acknowledge that, then we have to also agree, that his corner has been in question from whenever people start questioning his technique. Whenever these even other analysts, have even tried to, he's mad at Lennox Lewis because Lennox Lewis, made a comment that he didn't like, and he was in his feelings about it. And the Mayweathers have talked about his technique. Everybody in the high level parts of boxing have talked about his technique. They respect his power, but they've always talked about his skills and his technique, and that's a direct reflection of the corner. That's a direct reflection of the corner. Whatever you're not able to do, whatever you're not able to adjust, they're gonna look at your corner. They looked at Ruiz, they looked at his corner, but hey, his trainer told him what to do. He, the trainer said, "Hey man, I didn't see this dude for 3 or 4 months. He went to Mexico. It ain't my fault he lost. I had a game plan for him, but he didn't want to stick to it. But he's a proven trainer. When other fighters lose, a lot of times they just got outclassed. They just got outclassed by a better fighter, but they came prepared. And they fought a hard fight. Even if they got stretched, they fought a hard fight, or they go 12 rounds or whatever the case is. They come back out with the, if they keep losing, you're going to start looking at the trainer. And so it ain't always about like the end loss. Like I said, it's the rounds. I feel like every time you lose a round, what is your corner not telling? Even when this man was winning fights, he would be losing rounds, and his corner ain't telling him nothing. And that's why we've been saying Wilder needs to go to the body more. He needs to use the jab more. He needs better foot movement. He needs this. He needs that. We've been coaching Wilder from these comments all these years. We've been coaching Wilder. We've been Wilder's corner, but he ain't been listening to us, But his corner, they won't even be putting there. Like I said, man, these dudes don't even know where to put the ice hat on this guy. They don't even know how to put water on this dude. They act like they're afraid to touch him. They act like they're afraid to even hold the mitts. Hey, it's loyalty, man. Dude, you holding that dude back. And like I said, it's cool he knocked some people out, but I've been very worried in a lot of fights, for Wilder. And I've been a major critic of his technique and his skill. And like I said, that attributes to his corner. And it's a logical thing. It's about how you look at it. You can't sit here and say you haven't questioned his corner if you've had anything to say about his technique, because his corner is attributed to his technique. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I hear you, brother. But this man is 34, 35 years old. And see, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad LIG said it, because that's what I was going to say. You could add to that corner, but to just start from scratch at his age, no, this is not even like he's like a young fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too is this, man, like I listen to some of the things I hear Mark Breland and them are telling him, and JD's is telling him in the corner. And it's typical things that guys that know the sweet science in the square circle, you know what I'm saying? Like wise trainers are telling the fighter, but the fighter's not following through with it. So that's not a fundamental issue with the trainer itself. It's a fundamental issue with the fighter, because some fighters are stubborn, man. They're used to fighting a certain way. How many fights have we heard Deontay Wilder say, Jay Diaz and them was telling me to do it this way, but this is how I was feeling when I was in the ring, so I just roll with it that way. I've heard so many fights where Deontay Wilder, because of him having that nullifier or that eraser, he's gotten so caught up in that mindset of having that nullifier and that eraser that he doesn't listen to the simple X's and O's that JD's and Mark Breland's telling him. I listen to the stuff these guys are saying, man. They're giving him wise counsel. The question is, it's up to the fighter to go ahead and follow it. Now, we have to also admit, too, everything that you said, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of substance behind it, Ox, because you speak from a place of substance. But we also got to acknowledge this aspect of that substantive, too. A lot of fighters are stubborn, man. They're stubborn as a mule when it comes to things that they want to do and things that they're feeling when they're inside the ring. And to a default, sometimes they can be hard-headed and they don't listen to the corner. So I feel like there's been a lot of stuff that when Deontay Wilder's fighting, because you know when this became prevalent to me in the first Tyson Fury fight, you go back and listen to the post-fight, he said that JD's and Mark Breland was telling him this is what he was supposed to do to set the jab up. And he purposefully said he wasn't listening and he just was trying to go for the knockout. So now, is that the trainer's fault? Is that the assistant trainer's fault? Or is that the fighter just being stubborn? Terence Crawford, and I use him as an example because we get on him all the time. You know how many times Bomac's telling him to do something, but then once he gets hit, he throws all of that intelligence out of the ring and then he goes into hit me, I'm going to hit you back. A lot of fighters have a flawed DNA thing in their style. You know what I'm saying? Only certain fighters are not flawed in that way. Heck, I've seen even Floyd Mayweather Sr. yell at Floyd Mayweather. Remember in the Manny Pacquiao fight, the rounds where Manny Pacquiao won that 4th and that 7th round? Mayweather went away from what Senior was telling him, and Senior had to get in his shit. Like, what's wrong with you, man? Mayweather was like, nah, this is what I feel. This is what I want to do. This is the type of shots that I want to throw or whatnot. And Mayweather Sr. had to damn near yell at this cat, man, to basically bring life back into his ear. Like, look, this is Manny Pacquiao. Any shots that he throw, the crowd is going to, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. I just feel like Deontay Wilder's 34, 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of what we would say going into an old dog. So because he's older in that aspect of 34, you don't want to just gut the team. Because, again, that could be a psychological thing, too, that could throw a fighter off. Some fighters can handle a whole team change. Some fighters can't. I think adding to it, bringing a certain specialist into the team could change the dynamic. Somebody that's going to say, okay, you know what? We're going to focus exactly on the X's and O's, and we're going to make sure that you're throwing your jab. We're going to make sure, like you said, when you punch me with mitts, I'm not sitting here going to the freaking hospital. I'm actually right there taking those hits. Somebody like a Nate Jones. Nate Jones would take that shit, man. Nate Jones get punched in the gut all the damn time, every day, all day, every day. He'll take that shit. You see what I'm saying, Ox? You want somebody that's going to be right there, that's going to be willing to take those blows, and that's going to tell them, nah, you're going to have to come harder than that and not be impressed and not be marveled by what you're doing. So, yes, these are the things that I can hit the trainers on. I agree with you. When I was looking at, because we saw that before the fight, when I was looking at some of the things that Jay Diaz and Mark Breland was saying, they probably got caught up so much into Wilder's success that they were like, yeah, man, they were impressed by his power. And sometimes you need another voice in there. But to just completely gut at this stage, I think it'll be more detrimental than good. I just think they need to add a certain specialist. Look at Sean Porter, man. Look at the fight against Errol Spence. All they did was added a strength and conditioning coach specialist, and what happened in that fight? Sean Porter's career has been revived. But they didn't sit there and say, Kenny Porter, you done. Barry Hunter, you done. No, they added another specialist in there that was able to bring a new dynamic that actually helped him. And now he is, if his boxing career, if me and you was looking at Sean Porter like Sean Porter was done, and this was his last leg, now we looking at Sean Porter like, okay, he got another few more years in him. He's right there in the mix. You see what I'm saying? We're looking at him as the ultimate gatekeeper because of the fact that he added a new dynamic to his team. And I think that's what needs to happen with Deontay Wilder. They need to get a specialist in there, somebody that's gonna be able to counter these guys. Not gonna be nobody that's just gonna sit there and just take whatever these guys say. No, if they're not telling him the right things, come in there and change the whole dynamic. Kind of like a perfect example, a Buddy McGirt type. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's going to be unapologetic, that's going to come in there and put their voice in there, and they're not going to care what anybody's saying. And say, look, you're gonna need to work on this, you're gonna need to work on that. Now, if that happens, that changes the whole dynamic. But to just change the whole new team from scratch, I mean, come on. It
Yeah,
works.
I hear you. I hear your logic. I understand that logic, but the reason why I say, he should scrap the whole corner is because your conditioning has been waning in several fights. Your technique is not there. You've abandoned game plans and shit like that, but when has any kind of game plan ever really actually worked besides a knockout? So, none of the strategy has worked, in my opinion. None of the strategy has worked, in my opinion, all the way down to nutrition, nutrition, conditioning, strength and conditioning, balance.
Yeah, we agree on that. We agree on that. I didn't like that soul food. Man, me and you both, I did not like that soul food bit. That pissed me the hell off. When you said that, I was 100% on point with you because I'm sitting there looking at Tyson Fury and he got a top chef. That pissed me off, man.
Well, I didn't really like Fury's chef either. That dude nails look nasty as hell. And his cat wasn't using no kind of gloves whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't. He really wasn't.
Dog, what you got going on? G? You just kind of like that dude had, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, that shit didn't look cuisine to me, but it did something for him, But it is what it is, man. Fury, he did a good job, man, as far as executing his game plan. And he showed that, when you mix and move around the pieces and stuff like that, and you do what it takes, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the results. And exactly. I know it's a lot of cats that is like, anti-LeBron, but LeBron, made it famous, as far as like moving the pieces around on the board to get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So, he's trying to,
he did do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll give credit there. He did do that.
And so now, other players, at first everybody looked at LeBron like he was crazy for doing it, but now you got a lot of players strategically moving around, moving the pieces around on the board so that they could get to where they need to be. And, as far as loyalty goes, hey, man, I'm trying to be the best that I could be. You know what I mean? And so, I'm not blocking you. You're not blocking me. You can't, look at somebody down in a negative way just because they want to switch up. But like I said, there's so much wrong there. I just eliminate the pieces from the board one by one: strength and conditioning, nutrition, all the corner as far as the strategy, the mid work, who's moving around with you. You know what I mean? You're not able to really move around like that because the guy can barely hold the mid. That old ass man can't put no footwork in there with you to really get no shots off. You don't even got the agility to throw uppercuts like that. Because that old ass man can't handle no uppercuts. Yeah. You need somebody in there that can, really actually get in there with you and mix it around with you. When Roger was not physically able to do it anymore, Floyd had somebody else come in there and do it. So it's things that can change. But like I said, we can debate that back and forth, all night. But the guy who did make the changes and put the people in there to put him in the best position possible to pull out a win, we've seen the results. We saw the results of that, so he wasn't in there with the day one people that he was with, but, he's still going to celebrate and drink champagne with them too. Yeah. He brought the hardware home, and that's really all that matters. Like, this dude is going to bring something to the table. This dude was whooping you every round in the last fight. You know what I'm saying? And people have been whooping you every round until you have beat them down. Like, I didn't like, the rounds that led up to the knockout with Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the first fight when they fought the first time.
You were critical of that, man. You were hellified critical, dog.
Spilka was giving Deontay Wilder problems. If Bermain Stavern had more power in that first fight, you know what I'm saying? He would have got Wilder out of there. He had Wilder in trouble a few times in that fight. We could go back many fights. Where was his corner then?
Yeah.
When this dude was in there struggling, man, damn near going into cardiac arrest, fighting for his life. There's been a lot of time, man. Wilder, he's been lucky enough, and that's why he was so mad when the fight was over, because he will really fight to the death.
Yeah.
He was more mad that that dude rather die in that ring than actually lose, but they have not given him enough weapons to survive, man. He don't have enough weapons to survive, man. He ain't got it. And them people in that corner ain't gonna give it to him. The Gypsy King, hey, he went out and outsourced, and that's how them people do, man. They go out and outsource, they mix around, they travel the spice routes, you know what I mean? That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the win, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Wilder gotta do. Wilder gotta outsource and bring different energy around him, man, to bring out the best in him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Wilder
right.
Wilder was licking that man's neck, dog.
Yeah, you right, dog. Man, hey, everything you hitting on the money, you right. Because Nick J was saying the same thing you said, man. You're gonna have to scrap she said he got everything that he could get out of the corner. He's gonna have to scrap it. Yeah, I see it. LIG, I see where he's coming from now, because he explained it more profoundly. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with me. If you come up with a point that's better than the point that I'm making, I don't have a problem deferring to the point, because it's making a lot of sense, man. Bottom line is, he's just gonna have to scrap it, dog. It is what it is, and start from scratch, and just go from there, man, and just be better, be better from this. But one thing that, you know what I'm saying, me and you could say about Wilder is Wilder showed a warrior, dog. At least he didn't punk up. He was getting beat up, you know what I'm saying, that whole fight, but he allowed himself to go out on that damn shield. Let me do this real quick, man. Ken, you don't outstage your welcome. You are completely hidden from the channel. You know what I'm saying? Congratulate yourself from that. I've given you enough times to redeem yourself. You're completely hidden from the channel. Go ahead, go slap your face and shut your damn face. Now, back to what we was talking about, man. I told you, dog, we ain't got time for these punks, man. We ain't got time for them no more, dog. This is 2020, man. We ain't got time for them, dog. But anyways, because I got a real one that's talking right here. Ox, man. When you got a real one that's talking with you, you ain't got time for these fake ones up in here, man. Your ass is completely hidden from the damn channel. Congratulate yourself. Come in with a new profile so I can hide your ass.
hey, let them trolls, man. It's your channel, dog. It's your channel, you know what I'm saying? But if it was, I'll let them trolls do their thing, you know what I mean? And I welcome all trolls, you know what I'm saying? Because all them trolls are wet tonight, you know what I'm saying? Them trolls are wet.
They ain't gonna be wet over here. Because let me tell you something about them.
They're wet tonight.
Let me tell you something about them. When you allow them to be wet, that's when you allow them to low-key you, dog. You know how you stop Loki? You got to do what Hulk did in Avengers 1. What did Hulk do? Hulk was like,
hey, listen,
he said, fuck Loki. He took him by the leg and smashed his ass up, dog.
Hey, but you know what, though? Hey, you know what, man? I have a fetish for, for drama sluts. You know what I'm saying? I got a fetish for them, I welcome them, you know what I'm saying? They turn me on, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of like we got a dynamic going, you know what I mean? So I don't mind. So don't block all the trolls, because I need some of that.
I don't block all of them, dog. I don't block all of them. This is what I did. 2019, I used to allow all of them in 2019, but this is 2020, man. And here's the thing, too. If you notice something, Ox, females frequent our channel. Females don't want to be seeing all this beta male energy nonsense, dog. They want to see grown, mature conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because that makes them get away from the damn channel, too. Because they don't want to see all of that. You feel me, dog? See, I'm appealing to the true alpha in you. They don't want to see all that nonsense. So in 2020, we allow the ones that can give something And then if they can't give something, get your ass out of here. That's the way that I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we tolerate you for a certain part. But if you go say something that has nothing to do with the sport of boxing, you just want to come here and throw your opinion that has nothing to do with it, no, get the hell out of here. There's plenty of places for you to go and protrude that nonsense. You gotta, you know how it is. This is the way that I look at it. Before the cockroach can become a cockroach, if it's an egg, I'm out there already putting the bait on the damn egg. Because I don't want the egg to fucking grow. That's just me in 2020. See, in 2019, I didn't mind if the egg grow and it festers. Then I could go ahead and stump all of them. I ain't got time for all that. There's no more patience for all of that. You know what I'm saying? And in this platform, in this channel, you know what I'm saying? We're broadcasting a situation to where everybody can come to the drawing board and they can have mature conversation. But mature people won't come to your platform if they see that you're allowing all of these weirdos on there. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to weirdos, but we're not going to sit here and allow the weirdos to just think they can say whatever they want to say. These people not only coming in and getting wet, they coming in getting wet and then getting disrespectful with the wetness. Nah, we ain't allowing that. Heck, nah. You can get wet now, but you ain't going to be disrespectful with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel you. You know, you can't let too much of it go on because it's like, okay, these cats are just arguing. Let me get off the channel. You know, I have stopped by a few other live channels and it's like, man, these dudes are just arguing. It's just an argument session. You know what I mean? And, you know, but some of these trolls, you know, bring up, they bring up good talking points that can be used as, you know, more positive energy, you know, because, some of their perspectives, you know what I'm saying, should be highlighted. And I think, you know, they get a little frustrated, you know, because they really don't know how to, you know, illustrate their thoughts well. They don't really know how to interpret really how they feel like in an intelligent manner so we could all understand it. So they got to throw a diss out there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so, you know, they just frustrated, you know, they just getting wet, you know, and they can't help it. You know what I'm saying? They can't help it. It's running down their leg. You know what I mean? It's coming out, you know.
It's like Mr. Vegas said, they just talking straight nonsense, dog. Don't need to be disrespectful. And then here's the thing. You said a good point there, but here's the thing. You give them a mile, they want to take, you give them an inch, they want to take the whole damn mile. No, you get an inch and live in your 15 minutes of an inch, dog.
It's like I tell them all the time, hey, I understand you wet right now. I understand it's leaking. They just start squirting. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you got once they start squirting, you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a couple. You gotta go. You gotta go. You know,
and that's the problem. That's the problem. They want to come out the gate and start squirting out the gate. So you gotta go.
Hey. I only got so many towels, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, hey.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, this Ox was the perfect person for this one, dog. You know what I'm saying? Every character is perfect, but you know that Ursus Arctos, if y'all don't know what that is, do the research on it, Google it. I ain't gonna tell y'all, and Ox shouldn't tell y'all. Research it. URSUSARCTOS. Do your research on it. You'll know what it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no.
What came out of that brother. That's what came out of that brother right now.
These cats, man, Wilder lost. They was aroused, bro, at that moment. They see Wilder go down and yeah, he knows his sport. He knows his sport. Oh, they couldn't help it, dog. They logged on. Oh. They couldn't wait. Every comment they dropped. Every comment they dropped. You know what I'm saying? They were just waiting to, getting a reaction, waiting to try to get some attention. You know what I'm saying? So all I do is, I tie these trolls down BDSM style, you know what I'm saying? I give them what they want. for a little bit, and then I kick him out. And then I kick him out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you ain't lying, dog. It's when you said, he knows his sport. That's right. They all were probably doing that.
He knows. And you know what? And just for that, I hope Canelo get knocked behind this motherfucking ear. I hope Canelo get his eardrum busted. or you know what I'm saying? I hope he get his eardrum busted. I want to see how your ass feel then. You know, because this shit, it's a yin and a yang. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this law shit. And somebody notable that they be riding their hat on go down. I'm gonna jump right on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But unlike them, I ain't gonna be wet. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker get their ass beat. Get their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna call it like I see it. If I already call that a cat is gonna lose, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I eat my crow. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't leave no moisture nowhere, dog. I don't leave no moisture nowhere. You know what I'm saying? These cats leave hella moisture everywhere they go, dripping, dog. Fuck out of here. Moist as fuck.
Oh man. Hey, if y'all don't understand the conversation, Ox is talking. He's talking an alpha beta conversation. No, y'all would not get it.
We're talking about moist ass trolls. If y'all just stepped in right now, if y'all just tuning in right now, we're talking about moist ass trolls, man. You know what I mean? That's all.
Ooh. Oh
these
man,
cats sitting back. Oh my God. He knows. He knows. Fuck out of here.
Oh man. Woo, I done seen them all, dog, sending me all kinds of weird messages trying to get attention, man. But me, I just say,
see, look at this dude, Mark B. That's a moisture right there. Wilder's a fraud. Moist.
I mean, look at him, though. He looks and he feels like shit. I would not have a profile pic of that, though.
Moisture.
That's the problem with these dudes, man. They look and they feel.
How you gonna call somebody with 40 knockouts a fraud? That's moisture, dog. See how that dripped out? You see how that dripped out?
Hey, look at this motherfucker, dog. Look. I mean, just look at the profile pic. It tell you everything you need to know. This guy right here does not get laid, man. That's the problem with them, though. That's the problem. They don't get laid, so they get moist.
that motherfucker look like the alien on Men in Black.
Woo, man. Hey, Ox, you pointed out, though. The only person we got missing over here, because I already know he would have fed off of you, dog, and he would have gave one of these. Let me show you real quick, though. He would have gave one of these. It's my nigga Tom Ross, dog. I'm missing that nigga, man. He would have went like this. Ox, you done gave me ammo, dog. And he would have put them right in a damn place. See, hey, here we go. Here we go, Ox. Here we go. You mentioned Canelo Alvarez, right? Ox, here we go. Look. Ox, you there?
Yeah.
Here we go. You mentioned Canelo moist.
Wow. I guess water.
Oh boy, moist. Glad they put that motherfucker on timeout, though. That's the problem with them, man. Woo! Hey, you ain't lying. Light them up, light that bum up, man. They can't help themselves, man. They can't. They probably was sitting there. He knows his sport, boy. I can't wait. I can't. Look, man, Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. Don't be too moist about it, man. Just move on, man. It's boxing, man. Worse things have happened in the sport of boxing. People have actually died in the sport. So this is not the worst. We move on, man. We move on. Stop being moist. I'm gonna have to start using that one, Ox. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to steal that, dog. I'm gonna give Ox his credit, but I'm gonna have to start putting that in my damn videos. Moist.
Hey, so for those who are tuning in, what we're defining as moist is we're not talking about, we're not talking about just masculinity and femininity, because we admire both sides of the spectrum, men and women.
Mm-hmm.
What we're talking about is people, leaking out negative narrative, negative context, sheer just unwarranted disrespect.
Yep.
It leaks out, it squirts out, it drips out. And so it's just a formality, to describe, it's just immature behavior. So we just put a humorous context on it, we just roasting a little bit or whatever, but it's nothing wrong with, the masculine or feminine. We're not bashing, the feminine angle. We appreciate their perspective in this. We're not bashing anybody's sexuality or anything like that. We welcome anybody at any spectrum. What we're talking about, is just, unwarranted negativity to distract, the positivity of the channel. And so, all moist trolls, will be identified and rectified.
Exactly, dog. Hey, that's a good one, man. I wish Tom Ross was listening in on this one, dog. He probably be using this one too, dog. This was good, man. Moist. That was good, man. I gotta give you that one, dog. That's what I said, man. Every time Ox come up in here, he always throw a different dynamic, man. I like that one, dog. I'm at the run with that one. That one's gonna make some extra folks extra hot and bothered like grits, dog. That was on a new level right there, man. You see, you got everybody in the chat saying it now.
Hey, you heard it first.
Woo! Hey,
you heard it first.
Right there. That's an Ox original, though. Woo! Hey, look at that.
These cats, man. These cats.
Up if you aren't moist.
That's why, hey, dude. Hey, that's why I text you. I text you on your personal line. And I'm like, yo, are you doing live? Are you gonna do a fucking live? Because what I did before I text you, I got on. So let me check the weather on Google. It's gonna be moist tonight. It's a high motherfucking chance of moisture tonight. So, I came, I'm saying, I had to, jump in with you, man. I knew it was gonna be a high chance of moisture tonight, man. So. Here we are.
You know me, bro. You got to be, my take on it is this. You got to be willing to take your licks and your wounds with your victories. Because if you're one of these cats that just want to do lives and protrude when you winning, salute to you, Andrew Errol. You said, I can't believe it. He knows what happened to Wilder. What do you think this will, they will have a third fight, Fury? The luck of the Irish, yeah, they're gonna have a third fight, man. They building that thing up for a trilogy. It's gonna happen, bro. Gonna be a trilogy. Trust me.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Mm-hmm. Listen, man. It's laws out here. I said this before on other podcasts, man. Mm-hmm. It's laws out here to protect these cowards, bro. I'm being real though. I'm being real. Like really tune in. Like really tap in with me. It's laws out here to protect a lot of cowards. You understand? You can get yourself in trouble, man. You can get yourself in trouble protecting yourself.
Exactly.
You understand? So when one of these trolls, whether it's online or in person, try you, it don't matter the size of the dog in you. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you got. You already know what you're holding. All you got to do, man, instead of getting aggressive with that cat, man, and just look at him dead in his eye, man, and just ask him sincerely. Hey, you wet, dog?
Woo.
Hey, calmly, and then just ask him, you wet? Wet, dog? And just back away. Just back away. Whatever happened from that point happens, dog.
Oh, shoot. Woo.
Wet, dog.
Oh, man. Hey, you got me rolling with that one, dog. Oh,
Somebody
man.
say some negative shit to you, man. Hey, man, you wet. Wet, right?
Oh, man. Woo. Woo. Well, my super chat, man, Claude Coleman said the only defeated nigga you have is Coon Mayweather. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, thank you for the super chat, but go ahead, dog. Hey, you want to say it? You want to say it, Ox? You just said it, dog. Can you want to repeat that line again? Are you what? Woo, they had the super chat now so that they can make a comment, dog. Are you wet? Moist?
That motherfucker know he wet. That motherfucker know he wet. That motherfucker couldn't help it. He couldn't help it so bad. He had to throw in a little something on that. Look at him. That's what's up. Make it rain, motherfucker. Wet ass motherfucker. Wet ass motherfucker.
Woo, man. Woo. There you go. That wet. Hey, y'all know the new terminology, dog. It was coined by Ox. You see them coming around. Hey, you gonna make them question themselves. You gonna say, "Are you moist? Are you wet?" And watch, they gonna have to come correct. Look, they gonna start coming like this. Ox, look, nothing but love. Wilder needed to learn and adapt. You see how they changing up now?
No. Wait, no. That ain't moist. That ain't moist. I agree with that. See,
no, I agree with that. But that's not how he came originally, though.
Hey, he drying up. He drying up. He drying up.
Yeah,
he drying up.
There you go.
He put a liner in. He put a liner in. He put that liner in.
There you go.
He got a liner on now. He got that liner on.
There you go. Yeah. Woo. We clowning, dog. We gotta clown him, dog. Because at the end of the day, Wilder losing, that shit don't hurt me. It don't hurt Ox. We move on with our damn life. The question is, are you gonna sit here and continue to be what? Wet. Because my life moves on, dog. That's the way that I look at it. Okay, Wilder lost, oop-de-doo. Let's get back to the drawing board. Let's have a damn trilogy. Let's see how this thing pans out. Then Wilder turns around and wins the damn trilogy fight. What y'all gonna say now? Y'all gonna be, oh, well, Fury, look at Fury, man. Fury got exposed. That's what they do. They go back and forth. Oh, Wilder look good. I can't, Wilder bomb squad. I mean, it's boxing, man. Anything can happen. I think sometimes we forget that cardinal rule in boxing. Anything can happen on any given night. It's like that. You remember that football movie, Any Given Sunday? Anything can happen on any given night, man. It is what it is. You gonna win some, and you damn sure gonna lose some. Everybody ain't no damn Floyd Mayweather. Get that shit out your heads, man. Ox, you got anything you want to say in closing, man?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Everybody ain't Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I noticed about Floyd, Floyd come from that generation where his parents, whooped his ass.
Yeah,
And
he
the
did.
only man he feared walking this planet was his father.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so, when your father also is an elite athlete, in a ex-world champion, former world champion, a lot of that bobbing and weaving we came up in the household. You know what I'm saying? Wilder ain't got that. Wilder is a different kind of kid, man. Wilder grew up, kind of spoiled, the favorite, baby kind of kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's always a bigger dog out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's about the scrapping the dog. It ain't really about the fighting the dog. You know what I mean? So, in my opinion, Fury, reminds me of like a big, archaic, big Neanderthal looking person, big type guy. You know what I mean? And
like
he shouldn't
those giants
be
they
able
talk
to
about in the scriptures, man. Those giants they talk about. That's how he look. You know how they talk about those giants in the scriptures? That's what he looked like. One of them giants.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He remind me of Tor on Mortal Kombat 10. You know what I'm saying? He, Farrah and Tor. He remind me of Tor, like that big lumbering, just a monster. You know what I mean? But he got rhythm and he got cardio, man. And I've said this before in other podcasts. I've always questioned. I've said this, I think even on live, or I think I put it in a comment somewhere on somebody else's post. Like, I would never bet money on a fighter that don't jog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Wilder used to talk about how he never jogged and stuff like that. Like, you don't jog, you don't, like I said, I could sit back and eat a cheeseburger and talk all the hell I want to. I ain't a professional fighter. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm getting ready for a professional fight, I'm jogging, I'm running, I'm cycling. I'm not. You better be running. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where your rhythm come from. That's where your explosion come from. Being able to get off. You know what I mean? Even if you're not a fast runner, you know what I'm saying? And this is something they teach you in martial arts. Like, what a lot of people don't understand is, like, a lot of elite martial artists, they actually do a lot of track workouts, a lot of track style workouts. And I'm not talking about American martial arts. I'm talking about martial arts that are studied in over in Asia. And it's, we don't really follow it, but Asia actually has a very good track and field circuit. You actually be surprised like how many good track athletes they have over here. Just ultimately, we end up dominating, so we just never really hear about it. Exactly. But their speed is just attributed in other things. So in their martial arts, when they don't go far in track, they're able to carry that back over into martial arts, and it attributes to a lot of their speed. And people that typically got good hand speed, they got good foot speed. And Wilder ain't running no damn sprints. Wilder ain't doing no quick footwork. Wilder ain't working on no speed and no conditioning and stuff like that. He ain't even got no motor like that. He got that quick, short, slam dunk kind of burst. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be a dog, man. You got to be a pit fighter. You got to really train like a pit bull, like a fighting dog. You got to really train like that. You got to do bite work, and you got to get on the road and run. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the bags and stuff like that, hitting the mitts, that's your bite work. And then you got to actually get out there and run a dog on the road, or you got to run them on a carpet mill. That's right. So it is what it is, man. It's just like, the cat, Fury was doing everything he could. He said he was jacking off 7 times a day. Listen, dog. No, dude, hey. That motherfucker, this motherfucker licking the blood off Wilder's neck. Hey. Joshua got his ass whooped. But he went out on his feet. You know what I'm saying? He went out on his feet. You know, Joshua took a knee. You know, Joshua got his ass whooped too. But Wilder, man, he got destroyed tonight. He got dismantled tonight. You know, and I gotta call it like it was, bro. He got dismantled tonight. Mm-hmm. He didn't have enough weapons, bro. Fury had more weapons, bro. Mm-hmm. Fury had more weapons. He came with more weapons. Mm-hmm. I'm saying he stepped and got on the side of that man. Okay, I can't stand in front of this dude. He'll knock me out. I got to get on the side of him. I got to get sneaky. I got to step to this because who was his favorite fighter? Mike Tyson. That's who he was born after. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Tyson, you know, is a big fan of Fury because even they don't look nothing alike in their style, they do some of the same dirty Jack Dempsey type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And Jack Dempsey was the inspiration for Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is Tyson Fury's inspiration. And I'm not trying to just draw imaginary lines like on that movie Black Dynamite and shit. But if y'all never seen that, check that movie out. But real shit though, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson strategically talks about how he would use the side step angle and place the punch to the side of the head, behind the ear, place it perfectly on the jaw. Mm-hmm. You know, we already on YouTube or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can see him talking about it to several people, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he shows the foot movement, you know what I mean? And he shows you how he throws it. That's true. And he almost hits the person that he's demonstrating on, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we saw tonight. We saw Fury, you know, poke that lead tester out there, and he got on the side of Wilder and he put that punch right behind his ear, and look what happened. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so this ain't nothing new. You know, he's just a big, lanky, cumbersome, you know, fellow. But as far as his tactics, the mindset behind it, mm-hmm. I can see why Tyson is always rooted for Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? And I can see the mentality. Yeah, he can't go out there and do just like how Mike Tyson did, but Tyson would step on the side of you and put one behind your ear. Mm-hmm. I was seeing something on another channel. You know, a lot of fighters, they all have you know, found inspiration in someone. They all watch somebody. You know, I think it was little young Devin Haney, you know, and they were asking him about Kobe, you know, and stuff like that, and how he was saying that Floyd was his Kobe. And he was saying that, you know, a fighter would be lying if they didn't, you know, say that they looked up to another fighter. You know, so I seen a little bit of Tyson actually come out in Tyson Fury tonight.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, man. Ox, man, close us out, brother. Close us out, man. And y'all hit some thumbs up, man. We got 122 watching now. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up.
Yeah, you know, we had to do moisture control tonight. You know, a lot of you cats came on here wet, you know, looking for more attention, but you know, we sopped it up, yep, and cleaned it up. Mm-hmm. But man, it was you know, as 2020 is off to a good start. We got a lot of good, healthy debates coming up.
Yes, sir.
And we always appreciate rocking with you guys, man. It's all, you know, it's all fun and games on here. You know what I mean? But y'all stay up, man, and be safe, man. Thanks for having me on. He knows.
Man, appreciate you, Ox, man. Appreciate you coming in. You know, for the fellas that always say we always agree 100%. Man, me and Ox was just having a lot of different disagreements, but we know how to be cordial about it, and we know how to come to that conclusion and draw that conclusion. So, you know what I'm saying? Just show support to the platform, man. Hit that thumbs up, man. You know what I'm saying? We came in here, like Ox said, we made y'all dry for all of those that was trying to come up in here and be moist. So, you know what I'm saying? Basically, the betas got shot down all day, every day. Y'all have a great Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to make the most of what we just saw here. Yeah, it was shocking, but it is what it is, man. It just reminds us in boxing, the cardinal rule is Anything can happen on any given day, man, no matter who you root for, man. So you just got to move on. Deontay Wilder's going to be better for this. He probably needed this loss at this stage of his career so that he can go back to the drawing board and figure out what's going to be next for him. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that's how it's got to be for fighters. They're going to have to either have a shocking thing like Spence had with the car crash, or the situation that Gervonta Tank Davis put himself into, which was beta-like tendencies, or, you know what I'm saying, Deontay Wilder in the situation that he's in with him losing. So these things happen, man, and you just got to deal with it for whatever it is. So bottom line is this, man. You know, he lost the fight. He needs to go back to the drawing board and just do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna learn from it. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to be better in terms of our boxing commentary. And I'm not talking about me and Ox. We're talking about the boxing world, because we have to remember this was still a great fight. You can't be so gun-ho into, oh, Gypsy King, Deontay Wilder's bum squad. No, just say it's a great fight. Tyson Fury got back on Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder dropped him twice in the first fight, emasculated him. Now he came back and put some masculation back on the emasculation. So it is what it is. Now we want to see a third fight. That's how we got to look at it. So y'all be easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a great Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscription button, comment, like, share. This is my boy Oxsteel right here. You know what I'm saying? Remember this face. This man knows what he's talking about when it comes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate him coming in and participating. Tom Ross TV. You know what I'm saying? I know where you at. I know we you know what I'm saying? We feel for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, we hope everything is good with you, you know what I'm saying? Because I know you would be on the live or whatnot. But, you know, I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying, Ox off rip, you know what I'm saying, when we on to the side, or, you know what I'm saying, why Tom Ross couldn't be on or whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying, because Tom Ross would have been here, man. But he had he had a family emergency or whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying, just pray for that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going through it right now. It's just weird, but y'all be easy, man. Y'all have a great Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everyone that showed up and showed out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, all of the true alphas, the deep thinkers, the real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets. Appreciate you. Ox, man, thanks for asking me that question if I was going on live, because I was going to go on live. But I already knew when you said it. That just reinvigorated or reiterated what I was already thinking, because we always show up and show out, man. It's in our DNA to be that way, win, lose, or draw. But I knew when you said that was you basically telling me, okay, I gotta jump on, man. I gotta jump on.
Yeah. And when I heard them singing that American Pie, I just started hearing kind of like I started hearing something in the back of my ear. It kind of sounded like macaroni, you know. It sounded like moisture.
Exactly.
It sounded like moisture.
And like Andrew Erd said, man, look, he said the betas think they're on something he knows because Wilder lost. Big up, he knows. Nah, they didn't win shit. The only thing they won was just them being moist. And what we did is we dried it all out. That's all it was.
Yeah, when they ass got identified, you know what I'm saying? When their behavior got identified, they backed up. You know what I mean? Backed up.
Exactly, man.
Hopefully, they don't want to be they on you on this mug live, dog. So your moisture being left on here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And what they realize in Ox, greatness can only be halted, dog. It can't be stopped, man. You know what I'm saying? They tried to stop this movement, man, but real recognizes real, man. People, when they listen to Ox, they know Ox is real. When they listen to Tom Ross, they know Tom Ross is real. When they listen to He Knows, they know He Knows is real. So real gonna always gravitate to real, and that's just not gonna stop. So it is what it is, man. Y'all have a great Saturday. Ox, you got anything you want to say before we ride out, man?
Hey, man. Y'all have a good weekend, man. Y'all have a good weekend.
Okay, I know when you laughing, that means it's too X-rated for TV, dog. So y'all be easy. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Appreciate everyone that showed up and showed out. Ox, thank you for your contributions, man. As always, appreciate you, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You know we gonna meet one of these days. We're gonna do the damn thing, man. So y'all be easy. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Have a great Saturday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And those that are moist, learn how to get dry. Be easy. Peace. Y'all take care. Peace.
Yo.